Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create an admin panel with the Material UI. So I will create one admin panel, a repository over here with the help of the React, and I will use the JavaScript in this. So now let's do one thing. That admin panel will be created on the desktop. Here it is. So now I will open this admin panel with the code, and whatever is the default CSS over here, I will just copy these. I will discard it. Okay, this is not required, and this also I will discard. I will open a new terminal, and I will go to my admin panel, and I will do the add npm I will install all the node modules which are required. These are some of the default node modules which will be installed, whichever are there inside of the package.json. Okay, so let's just wait for a while. I will open one more terminal. I will go to the admin panel only because I'll be installing some of the packages for this thing, Material UI. So now let me just use this terminal to run my server. So let me just copy this. I'll come over here. And there is some default code, and again I will go to my admin panel, and I will install some of the packages for Material UI. So first one is emotion forward slash react. Second package is emotion styled, and third one is Material UI icons and material. I just hope all the names are correct. And last one is MUI material. Okay, so these are some of the packages which I'll be making use of. Install all the packages at once because otherwise at the latest release it will throw errors. So until that, I will create one components folder over here. Components folder and one pages folder. Okay, so I will have the components and pages. So now what I'll do, I will go inside of my app.jsx, and let me just remove this unwanted unnecessary code which is there. And inside of these components and the pages, I will create some of the components and the pages. First one is header. Header.jsx. And next component which I have is product form. Product form.jsx. And after that, I have the product table. Then I have the sidebar. And I have the user form. And I have the user table.jsx over here. And when it comes to the pages, inside the pages I have the dashboard.jsx. First I have my dashboard, and then I have the users.jsx over here for showing up the users. So still these packages have been getting installed. Let's just wait for a while. Okay, so packages are installed now. I'll go to my app.jsx, and inside this app.jsx, first of all, let me just import. I just hope I have installed the React Autodom. React Router DOM. Okay, so React Router DOM is not installed. So I might possibly have to install it. So I will say import. I will say import browser route as a router, and then I have the routes, and then I have the route over here, and I will be importing this from the React Router DOM, and let me just install this as well. I will make use of the React Router DOM, and then I will import all the components. So first of all, the first component which I will import is header over here. Okay, it is not getting imported because as of now I have not created any header over here. Okay, so I will create header. Let me just create a function components and keep so that at least I'm able to import them. Okay, so now let me just go to the app.jsx. I will import the header. I will import header first, then I have the sidebar. I will import sidebar, and after the sidebar, next component which I have is a dashboard. And then I will import the users. Okay, so I am done importing all these components, and now I'll start writing my code. So first of all, I will make use of the route over here, and after the route, I have the routes, and then I'm having the route to specific page. Okay. Okay, so now when it comes to this route, it will have the parameter as a path, and it will have the element. Okay, so element is basically it will take which element to show. It will have the dashboard, and next I will make use of the users. Okay, so when I want to explore the users, and for this purpose I will render this users component. Let me just go and check. There is nothing so far. I just saw there are no errors. Okay, so let's just go to the dashboard and see. Okay, I have not saved the dashboard. The error is gone. I'm not seeing any output on the screen because I have not written anything. So I will say it's dashboard and browser router. Okay, so let me just go and check what's the issue. Okay, so now I'm seeing the dashboard. So now what I'll do, I'll go to my dashboard and I will start designing this. But before that, I can do one thing. I will design some of the components. First of all, I will start designing the header. And when it comes to the header, I have to show the header over here. Okay, so for that purpose, what I will do, I will copy this header component. These routes are there, so inside of this router, I will render my header over here. So if you see, right now I'm not seeing anything because there is nothing over here. Okay, so I will say header. I will give some text. Okay, so now I can see my header. So for that purpose, I will go to my header first and I will start writing the code for my header. Okay, so first of all, when it comes to the header, uh, you can keep this div, and instead of this div, I will have the app bar. Okay, so I will have the app bar, and inside of this app bar, I will have the toolbox, and it will look something like this. It will throw error because I have not imported this component. So I will say import, and I will import all these components, app bar, then toolbar and typography. I will import this from the MUI material. Header component. Button is not defined the same, but I'm not using any button. Okay, so this autocomplete has fixed some extra code. So this is my header, which is admin panel. So basically, this is the app bar. App bar component is used when you want to show the header, and then we have the toolbox component. And inside this toolbox, we can put the anything. So I have put the typography. Typography is basically this text, and I have given the variant is H6. H6 header. If I give the H1, it will be the biggest. So H6 is the smallest header, and whatever text you give inside of that, it will come over here. Okay, so it's my admin panel header. So my header is ready now. So next comes the this some attributes of this app bar. So it is having the position as a fixed, and yeah, that's all. And next, what I will do, I will start designing some other components. So next, I have the sidebar over here. So let me see whether the sidebar component will come now or after some time. So when it comes to the sidebar, I will do one thing. I'll go and start designing the sidebar over here. So when it comes to the sidebar, so let me just tell you one thing. So if you want to take any reference, you can go to the material UI over here. Click on get started. And for installation purpose and all, you will get everything over here. Okay, so for installation purpose, you don't have to take care, I mean, you don't have to be worried about anything. All the components and all, everything is present over here. So like input, buttons, ratings, everything. And if you don't, if you're not finding anything, you can just click on search. Wait, let me just refresh this and make sure with this website here. So this is the app bar which we have designed just now. So if you want to see the code, you can click on the code, and here is the app bar code, and this is exactly what we have done. Okay, so you can take the reference from here, and there are different components which are present over here which you can make use of. And now let's just start designing the sidebar. So when it comes to the sidebar, there are some things which we have to import. So for that purpose, I will click on the drawer over here. And when it comes to this drawer, let me just click on the expand code. And inside this drawer, there are a lot many components. Let me see which one I have to pick up. I will copy some of them and I will paste it over here, and whichever one are not required, I will remove them afterwards. So first of all, I will pick up the drawer component over here. So this is my drawer component, and then I will have the toolbar. So let me see whether toolbar is there or not. So instead of doing everything this way, I can do one more thing. I will just cut all these things. This is not required. I can make use of the import like this, and I will say import from the material UI. This should also work fine. And this is not required. Next, I will make use of this toolbar. So I will make use of the toolbar over here, and I will import this toolbar over here only, and let me see how my sidebar looks. I have not imported the sidebar, so in order to make use of the sidebar, I have to import the sidebar inside of my app.jsx. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I will import the sidebar. Sidebar is here. I have the header, then I have my routes over here. Okay, so before that, I will do one thing. I will make use of the box over here, and I'll make use of the box, and I will cut this, and closing tag is under this route, and when it comes to this box component, I will use the fx attribute. Fx is basically used when you want to apply the styling. Okay, so I will say display flex property I will keep, and then I will have my sidebar. Sidebar will come over here. Cyber component I want to display it over here, and after that I am having this routes. Let me just format the code. So I will do one thing. I will copy this box element one more time. I will paste it over here, and then when it comes to this component, let me just remove this style. I will cut this, paste it over here, and for this I will use the component attribute, and I will say it's a main component, and again I will make use the style, and I will give the flex group property, and I'll give the value as 1, and I'll give the padding as 3. Okay, so let me just see. Okay, so I'm seeing my admin panel and dashboard right now, because dashboard is by default is forward slash is my home directory. So let's not focus on the dashboard. I will do one thing. I will go to my sidebar, and I will start designing my sidebar over here. So yeah, now my toolbar is ready. Then I will have the list. Okay, so I will say list component, and inside of this list component, I will have the list items. So I will have the list item over here, and inside the list item, I can have the list item icon and the list item text. So I will have the list icon, and I will have the list item icon I'm having, and list item text I will have. Okay, and when it comes to both these items, I have to import it from the MUI. Okay, so now the error is gone. Let me just see what am I getting here. So far there is nothing. So when it comes to this list item icon, so I will have some icons. So I have to import those icons. So you can check out the MUI icons over here. So you can go to the MUI icons and you can check whatever icons you want. So from here you can search also, and whether you want the field outlined or rounded with, okay, or two-toned. So there are varieties, okay, so you can choose whichever one you want. Suppose I want to choose this particular icon. I can import it like this, okay. Just click on this, copy paste, and give the name of this icon over here. But I will be already using some of the icons, so let me just do one thing. Let me just copy paste this line, and instead of importing like this, I will be importing the icons in this format, and I will have the dashboard icon, then I will have the people icon, then I'm having the shopping cart, okay. And when it comes to this first one, I will make use of the dashboard. I will make use of the dashboard icon over here, and when it comes to the list item text, I will give the attribute primary. I will say primary, and I'll give the text as a dashboard. Okay, so let me see what am I seeing. So far, I'm not seeing anything over here. And when it comes to this list item, it will be button. It's a clickable button, and it will have the component, and that component will be basically the link, and that link will take me where I have to specify that. It will take me to the forward slash, which is basically my home component. Okay. So when it comes to this button, I have to let me see whether I have to import it or not. It's a clickable button, but I'm getting this typed off. I don't know for what reason. Link is not defined. Okay, so when it comes to this link and all, we have to import it from react.dom. So I will copy this. I will come over here, and I will say link. Okay, so now what I'll do, I will give some styling to this drawer. So when it comes to this drawer, it will have the and variant will be permanent. It will be permanent, and I will give some styling. So in the when it comes to the writing the basic HTML CSS, we use the style attribute, but in material UI we use the SX, and then I will give the width. I will give the width as 240 over here, and flex string property, and I will give the flex string property as 0, and I don't have to give the equal to sign over here. So now I'm having my sidebar over here, it is visible. And yeah, this is the top bar, and it is overlapping. So what I will do, I will go to my header section, and inside of this header section I will apply some styling, so that I am changing the z index. So I will make use of z index over here, and after that index I will make use of the theme over here. I will say theme, and with the arrow function I will change the z index. I will say theme dot z index dot drawer, and I will give the values +1, so it will come up above the sidebar. Okay, so now it has already come on top of it, and now when it comes to sidebar, I will just go and start designing my sidebar. So this was my first item in the sidebar, and my next item over here will be users. And when it comes to the users over here, so primarily the list text will be users over here, and a component which I will link to the user component. It will take this path, and whatever is given over here, it will render that component. And next over here, I will give the icon as people. I will save, and here is my this user component. This is my dashboard. This is my user component, and now our dashboard is getting ready. Okay, so if suppose you want to give the more items, you just have to copy over here, paste it down below, and if suppose I'm having the products, I will give the products over here, and give the text as a products, and I will copy the shopping cart icon. I will paste the icon over here, and I will have one more item. Okay, so now I'm having the three items in the sidebar. And if you want, you can add more and expand the size of this. So now let me just go to my dashboard and start designing my dashboard over here. So when it comes to the dashboard basically it is used to display the product from in the product table. So I will do one thing. I will start designing my basic layout. So I will say container, and container is basically I'm importing from the material UI. And next I am having the box, and inside of the box I will have my product form and product table. So these are the two components which I'll be importing inside of this. And as of now it is not required, because first of all I will directly go to my this thing product form, and I will design my product form where my products will be created. So I'll do one thing. I will come over here, and I will start writing my code. So first of all, I will import the box, and inside of this box, I will have the typography. And inside of this typography, I will give the variant as a 6, and I want to add the products. Okay, so I will give the variant as 6, and I will say add add new products, and I'll be importing this inside of the dashboard. So I will come over here, and having the product form. Let me see whether I'm able to see it or not on the dashboard. Okay, so box is not defined, so I will go to my product form, and box basically I'll be importing from the MUI. So I will import it directly from the MUI over here. I just hope error is gone. Okay, so error is gone. And now when it comes to the my adding the product, this is basically the box. It will be component, and component is basically of type form over here. And I will have the on submit method over here for this. And I will apply some styling, and I will say display flex, and I will give the flex direction over here to this as the column. I'll give the flex direction as a column, and I will give the gap between as 2, and next width I will give it the 400. Okay, so let me see what's the issue. 36 attribute. Okay, on submit I have to constant until handle submit. I will have this handle submit function because I kept this empty, so that's why it was doing that error. Now it's gone. I'm not seeing my add form over here. So let's keep on adding some style so that I'm able to see the form. Let me just go to the dashboard over here, and for this I will add little bit of styling. So I will give the property and value as it is slip flex. I will give the flex direction as a column over here, and I will say align atom center, and I will give the gap as 4. Okay, so let me just refresh. Okay, so I'll keep on adding my product form over here. So let's see what goes on. And once I'm done with this, I'm having this typography which says add new product having the variant 6. Then I will have the text field. I will have the text field over here, and instead of this text field, uh, I will have the label for this as a ID, and the name will be basically ID over here, and it will have some value, and value I will give as of now as a product. I have to change it later, and I will have the on change method over here, or on change attribute, and I will say required because I want this parameter. So basically, when it comes to this, adding the product, it will have the ID, name, price, description, and so for that purpose, I will copy this three more times, and it will have one button, and then it's of type submit. What is the type submit, and it will have the variant, and variant is basically contained, and I'll give the value as a add product. So I kept this empty, so that's why I'm getting the this issue. So I will say constant handle change. So at least now I shouldn't get the error. The button is not defined. Uh, so I have made use of the button over here, and I have to include them from the MUI. Okay, so now we can see our product page over here. So now what I'll do, I will add a little bit of modifications. Everywhere I send this in, I'm seeing this ID, but I have to change it. Like this will be the main ID will be name, and I have to later change its values as well. And next we have the price, and after this I'm having the description. Okay, so now this is ready. So now I'll do one thing. I will create my state for setting up the products. So I will say product and I will say set set product over here, and then I will use state over here, use state hook, and inside this use state I will have some items. I will have the ID name description kind of a thing, and when it comes to this handle change, so whenever anything will change inside of this function, it should be propagated over here. So this is the right uh, way, and we have to pass the event over here. So now whenever anyone will enter the values inside of this, okay, so use state is not defined. I have to import use state. Okay, so now where it is gone. So whenever anyone will enter the data over here, it will be picked up. But the thing is that now as in seeing the value I am getting over here is a product everywhere. So that is because I have given the value as a product. So I have to change this, and I have to change the value as product or ID or whatever that is. So for that purpose, I will copy this and product.id, and I have the name price. Okay, so name price, and last is the description. Okay, so now my product page is ready, and when I hit on the add product design field is required because I have to enter the data, which I will do afterwards. But when I'll be clicking on this button to add the product should be added. So on the button, I will be calling out this function. This is basically of the component of type form, and this handle submit will be getting triggered. So when it comes to this handle submit, I will take the event and I will say e dot prevent default. Why it is not complete auto completed. E dot prevent default, and then I will set my product as empty, but before that I will add the product. Okay, so I will say the add product, and whatever is the product I will add it to this particular function. And when it comes to this add product I have to just import, and I will be importing it from the dashboard, but as of now let's just comment this part. So our add product page is ready. Now I'll go to the dashboard, and then we will have the one more component for product table. So for that purpose, I will say import product table, and I have to show the products. Okay, so whatever products I add over here, I have to show them down below. So for that purpose, I will be rendering the product table over here only, and yeah, there are no errors. So when it comes to the product table, I have to show the data in the tabular form, and I will be doing that with the help of the product table over here. So I will do one thing. I will go to the add product. Where is the add product? I will be mostly using the same thing inside of this also. So I will just directly import. And when it comes to the product table, it will have the table container. It is basically to contain everything. And then we have the table to show the tabular data, and then I will have the table head over here. So instead of this table head, I will have the table row. I will have the table row, and inside of this table row, I will have the table cells. Okay, so and table cells are nothing but the topmost part. Okay, so it will have the ID and it will have some other tabular data. So I will just do one thing. So first it will have the ID, then it will have the name, and then it will have the price, and then it will have the description. It will have the description, and then it will have the action button. So now if I see, my table would look something like this, and let me just expand and show you. As of now it is not showing any data, but we have to add some styling also for this. We will do that. So this is our table head over here, and then we have the table body. Table body, and inside this table body we will be the rendering the table data. Okay, so it will have the table row again, and it has some table cells. As of now, I'll do one thing. It will look something like this. Okay, so it will have some to data to render like this, but it will render the product data. So as of now, I'll do one thing. I will just copy and paste the same table cells over here. It will look something like this. We will modify this afterwards, so don't worry. So now we'll go to our dashboard, and inside of this dashboard, I will do one thing. I'll make use of the use state. I will set my this thing use state for setting up the products. I will say products, and then the set products. It will be basically the empty array as of now. And after that, I will have the two functions, one to add product and one to delete product. So it would look something like this. So there will be only two functions, add and delete. Update won't be there. I don't want to update the products, so I will just comment out this part. And now when it comes to the adding the product, I will, if there is any already added products, then I will copy it and pass on the newly created data. And deleting the product, I have already explained this logic in the previous tutorial. So I will take all the products and I will filter. I will run the filter mapping, and then I will get each and every individual products, and I will check whether that product's ID matches with the ID which I have passed, and if it matches, then I will remove that particular product. Okay, so then I am having this. Okay, so this is basically the auto-completed code, but exactly this is what I was looking for. I will just copy this and I will paste it over here, and I will remove this other. So this code came with autocomplete, and I will not have the update product function, so I will remove this. So I will pass on these functions, add product and delete product to the product table, and product form is also there. So when it comes to this product form, it will have this prop, which is basically the add product. So I will do one thing. I'll copy this prop which is passed, and I will import it from here. And when it comes to the add product, I have commented this part, which I will uncomment now. And whatever product that is added, I will pass it on to the via this prop to the dashboard. Okay, so it will come to the dashboard over here, and it will give me my added product. Okay, so now I'll go to the product table over here, and when it comes to the product table, it will take two props. So let me just import those two props. Product table, add, and delete. Okay, so it will take two props over here. And now what I will do, this table body is there, and inside of this I have to map all my particular products. Okay, so I will take all my products, whatever that has been added by me, and I will start mapping them. So I will say product.map, and I will take individual product. I will take the individual product, and to this individual product I will run this particular data. Okay, so let me just use the auto completed code. I will remove this. Okay, so I want to remap this particular data for that many number of times, but my autocomplete has already completed the code over here. Okay, so let me just run and show you. ID is 12, name, why it is not typing. Okay, so I'm not able to type in this product form. Let me just see what's the issue. Dashboard update is not defined. It is not taking the input. I would say what's the issue. Product form is here. I think it's a naming issue, I guess. So let me just check if it's fixing the issue or not. Okay, so it was a naming issue. I will say it's the good product. We'll say add product. As can be seen, as soon as I added the product, it came in the list of the products over here. And I'm getting some error, which is like the each child should have the prop. Okay, I got this because of what thing I'm getting this error. So basically, when it comes to the product table and when I'm using the map, there should be some unique key which has to be given. Okay, so I will give that key to this table row, and I will say product.id. Okay, so this should basically solve the issue, and this arrow you will not face for the next time. Okay, so our add product page is ready. So now we'll see some other page. So this doesn't look good, so we have to pick the style, which we will do afterwards. And in this rendered products, I have also given the link of delete over here. So if suppose there are some products which are being added and I don't want that product, then I will delete that product. Okay, so I'm adding it, and I click on this, that product will be deleted. Okay, so for that purpose, I given the extra table cell, and inside of that there's a button with the action as I delete the product, which will take that particular product ID, and then it will pass to this delete product, and it will filter out the product and it will delete it. Okay, so this is about our adding the products, and then next we have the user form. So when it comes to the user form will be just like adding the it's like adding the users, just like the product form. So I will do one thing. I will copy and paste the same thing. So I will copy this. I will paste it over here, and then the same function like whatever we have on the top, and I will come over here, and instead of the product, it will be the user. It will be set user, and user will have the ID, name, and email over here, ID name and the email. And instead of the set product, it will be set user, and it will take the previous user and rest will be same. And next I'm having the add user component. So as of now it will be commented out. I will show you how to do that afterwards. So instead of the add product, it will be coming from here as a prop. I will pass just I have done for the last case. So I will say add user, and the same will be coming over here, add user, and instead of the product it will be user. Over here it will be email. I will be clearing out the email afterwards. Okay, so this is the form component. So almost everything is same. Instead of the add product, it will be add user over here, and instead of the this ID name and price, it will be ID name and email, and this field won't be there. And yeah, rest everything is same. I guess it's done. So now I have to go to my user page and start designing it. So this is my users component, which is empty as of now, and I will start designing my users page. So first of all, when it comes to the dashboard and the users page, let me see whether there are similarities or not. I think it's almost same. I will come over here. I will paste it, and this will be also same. And okay, so now the only thing is that the name of the functions and L function and all will be changing. So for the add product, it will be add user, and so delete product, it will be delete user over here, and instead of the products, it will be users, and instead of the set products, it will be set users. And yeah, here is the small u. Then we have the set users over here, and instead of instead of the products, I'm having the users. Here it will be user what I'm sending, and then you have the add user, delete user. I will be filtering out the users from here. So here it's a user, here it's a user ID, and next we have the user form and the user table instead of so I have to import the user form. I will import the user form, and I will import user table over here. So I will have the user form, user table, and instead of the add user, I will instead of add product, I will have the add user over here. Instead of delete user, I will have the sorry delete product, I will have the delete user, and I'm having the products. So here is the users. Let me just see. Let's say sure I got some error, I guess. Use state is not defined. It is still saying use state is not defined in user forms. And box is not defined in user form. Okay, I will do one thing now. I will just import everything that is present over here in the user form. Product is not defined in user forms. User form is over here. Where is the product? Okay, so over here it's a not product, it's a user. Okay, so adding the user is also ready. Let me just refresh. Okay, so now there are no errors and the user form is ready. And now let's just go to the user table. User table will be just like the product table, if I'm not wrong. So whatever imports I have used over here, I will use it for the user table. And this code will also remain same. So I will come to the user table over here. I will copy paste the same things. And when it comes to the user table, it will take the props as users and delete user. And I will pass this from here. Okay, so I have already passed this props. So I will come to the user table. I will save this, and it will have the ID, name, email, and the action will be there. So description is the product. And instead of mapping the products, I will map the users. And I will copy this user over here. I will copy this user here, and it will be email. Description won't be there. And instead of delete product, it will be delete user over here in this function. So yeah, product is not defined in the table. Where is product? Okay. Okay. So now our user table is ready. And let me decide the user. So add user, user table, user table, user table. Okay. So from here I will be adding. I am going to add this user. I am importing it from here. So it is ready. Okay. So now user has been added. Now I will do one thing. I will say Akshay. And I will add this user. Okay, so user has been added. I'm getting some error. Okay, because I've added the same key, so that's why I got this error, because during the mapping process, when I am mapping the users over here, this ID should be unique. But over here, I give the ID as a 1212, so that's why I got this error, so don't worry about it. So yeah, so our basic form is ready to add the products and add the users with the material UI. So that's all guys. So if you have any doubts or if you want to check out my other tutorials, you can check out my YouTube channel. There are a lot of tutorials related to the month stack, and now if suppose I want to add more, I can add more users. If I don't want, I can delete also. And yeah, so this is how you can start designing the admin panels with the help of the material UI. Thanks for watching. And you'll find the source code in the description of this video for the reference purpose. Please go and check out my other tutorials as well. Thanks for watching.